Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This is the 5th video in my sketchbook update series. For those of you who haven't been here before and have no idea what this series is, essentially I have a sketchbook and I am doing nothing more than filling it at my own pace and sharing with you how that process goes. I've actually kind of gotten out of sketchbooking within the past few years because of a variety of reasons, including perfectionism, which I am actually going to be talking about in this video. So this is me trying to grow myself as an artist and just filling a sketchbook for the fun of it and falling in love with sketchbooking again. While the last 4 sketchbook videos have been filled with drawings, there have been I think 5 to 7 drawings per video. This video will not be that way. I have only drawn in this 3 times since my last video, and one of those times is literally nothing. I will literally show it to you right now. Basically, I just started a drawing and I never finished it, and it's just like a little series of leaves on the paper, but I'll eventually come back and actually do a whole drawing here. But the other 2 pieces are on either side of that big drawing of nothingness, and I will be showing you those and talking a little bit about them because it would be a super short video if that was all I did. I'm also going to be talking about, like I mentioned earlier, perfectionism, how it's affected me as an artist and just in general as a human. So let's get into the sketchbook first. This first drawing is done in pencil. Actually, all of these were done in pencil. That's a little bit of a change for me because the past few years, I really have just started sketching with pen for the majority of my sketches. I like the permanency of pen, the challenge that comes with it, with not being able to erase your mistakes. I also liked how clean pen was. It didn't smudge on the paper or anything like that. And so I stopped using pencil for a while. But for these sketches, I got out a pencil again because even though I really like pen and it has some good qualities to it, a pencil is just more flexible. On this first piece, I also dug into something that I haven't done in a while, which is drawing a person from my imagination. That used to be all I ever did. My favorite part is being able to fill in all the details. I love it whenever all the proportions are good, I'm happy with the base sketch, and then all I have to do is just keep adding details and adding details. This one and the next one that I'm going to show you are actually not finished in my opinion, but they are in a sketchbook, so they could remain this way and it would be totally fine. But I'll probably keep picking away at this one at least, because again, I like adding details, I like seeing how much I can add. And then the second and last piece was a little sketch while my sister was getting a tattoo. Fun story behind this is that the tattoo she got was one I actually designed. I'll show you guys what the tattoo looked like. The last time she got a tattoo, I was also with her and I also sketched the process. So I just thought I would do it again because it's kind of fun. Gives me something to do while I wait for her to get finished. This one, like I said before, is also technically unfinished. What I want to do is actually go over it with pen and potentially marker to add some color. And that's all the drawings. Hope you guys liked this video. Just kidding, we're actually not done yet. But I do hope you guys enjoyed looking at these pieces, and let me know what you think in the comments. Now, perfectionism. Also in this video, to make it more interesting while I'm talking, I am going to just include some random B-roll of me painting and drawing, just to make it a little bit more interesting for you, the viewer. So as a perfectionist, this video is actually going to be a little difficult for me to film because I am going into this without a script. I wrote down a few ideas, but I kind of stopped and I was like, I just gotta talk about this off the top of my head, freestyle it, and see what happens. So that's gonna be interesting, but hopefully what I'm about to say is going to make sense, because I don't know what I'm going to say yet. So yes, I am a perfectionist. I am a self-professed perfectionist, self-confessed perfectionist, whatever words work there. And a lot of people, I feel like, say they have perfectionism because they just want things to be good and be the best they can be. They want to do their best job on things. And I think that is the admirable side of perfectionism. And I definitely have that. I definitely want things to look good. I want to do the best. I want to do my best work. I want to put forward my best work. And so those are good traits to have. The negative side of perfectionism, however, is a lot deeper than just being annoyed when things don't look right. And I heard it explained very well recently. That's actually what inspired me to talk about this on YouTube. My best friend sent me a video of Brene Brown on Instagram talking about perfectionism. And one thing she said was that perfectionism is a defense mechanism. And when I was sent this video, I actually had to kind of sit back and think and see if I agreed with what she was saying. Do I see my perfectionism as a defense mechanism? And so I had to think about it. So perfectionism as a self-defense mechanism makes sense to me because you don't want others to judge you. You don't want others to see you as less of a blank, less of a person, less of a friend, less of an artist in my instance. Whatever fits in that blank, you fill it for yourself. And so we aim for perfectionism. We try to make things go perfectly. We try to present ourselves perfectly because we're scared of being judged, to put it simply. So I really related to that. Something else that Brene Brown said was perfectionism, contrary to popular belief, is the opposite of striving for excellence. So perfectionism, how I've experienced it, is aside from like the good things maybe that you think it might produce, like a good job done or something like that. It's overall a negative idea, a negative thing, because perfectionism causes you to focus on the negative. Again, speaking from personal experience, when I am focused on wanting things to be perfect in my life, again, whether it's art, whether it's relationships, whether it's my personal health life, like exercise, sleep, nutrition, I'm not focused on the good things I'm already doing. I'm focused on the things that need work, the flaws, the bad things, the less than perfect things, because I want everything to raise up to this unattainable level. So yeah, instead of focusing on the good things, I'm focused on the bad things in my life. And that leads to a very negative mindset about who I am, about how I see myself. It also limits me as a human and as an artist, because there are so many things I could be doing, I could be trying. Let's just talk in terms of art. There are so many mediums I could be experimenting with: sculpture, trying out installation pieces, trying resin art, trying welding. So many things I could be trying. My theory is that part of this perfectionism that I deal with has inhibited me from really reaching out and embracing all these various forms of art. I think a lot of artists can probably relate to this when I say that you get discouraged from doing something when it doesn't turn out how you want it to turn out. Going back to my sketchbook as an example, drawing people from imagination. If you've been following my channel for a little while, you've been hearing me recently talking about how I just stopped drawing people from my imagination, even though it was something I really loved prior to college. I kind of stopped it throughout college because I was getting better at all these other aspects of art, but I wasn't improving at my people drawing skills, and I was frustrated with them, and so I almost stopped doing that altogether because I just didn't like how they turned out. Yeah, moving to another part of my life, something that I really want to learn is how to play a guitar. I've been practicing and practicing, but I get discouraged from practicing because I'm not where I want to be. It's so frustrating to me, and I have this little inner voice inside my head that tells me you have to be good at everything. And I'm not good at everything, and I'm not going to be good at everything. And that's okay. That's okay, Darcy. You don't have to be good at everything. More music stuff. I've always enjoyed the piano. I can play the piano, but I can't play it as well as I would like to play it, so sometimes that inhibits me from practicing and trying to get better, and it discourages me. Singing. I enjoy singing as well. And when I don't quite reach that mark that I set for myself, whether it's based on my own thoughts of my singing or whether it's based on my comparison to other people, I stop singing and I get frustrated with how less than perfect I am at that. There is a whole world out there of possibilities, of things to try, of things to do. If I'm trying to be a perfectionist all the time, if I'm trying to be perfect at everything I do, I'm seriously limiting myself from experiencing the beauty around me. And if you do the same thing, if you also are trying to be a perfectionist, the same thing is happening to you. And so that's what I really want to stress in this video. Strive for excellence. Don't try to be perfect. Accept the fact that you're never going to be perfect in absolutely everything, and accept the fact that that's actually a good thing, because we learn lessons and we become better people by the things we aren't good at, by the things we are imperfect at. It builds character, it develops us as people, it develops me and you as artists and creators. Learn to see your flaws in healthier ways. And learn to be more patient and kind with yourself. And maybe this will also help you be kinder and more patient with other people as well. I think one of the beautiful things of not being perfect at everything is that it encourages community. It encourages people working together, collaborating with each other. And there definitely is a beauty to that, to people helping each other and working together to create amazing things. Let your weakness be someone else's strength, and let your strength fill in the place where their weakness is, and help each other as you go through life and as you learn and create. If you were perfect at everything, life would be so boring because you would stop learning, and learning is such a gift. I could go on. I could try to list all of the other positives of not being perfectionists and not actually being perfect. I could try to list all the negatives that comes from being a perfectionist. But that would be a long video, and I have a headache right now, so I'm kind of tired of thinking. But I hope that these things that have come tumbling out of my mouth have A, made sense, and B, inspired you and encouraged you in whatever struggles you're dealing with perfectionism, with self-criticism. We're all doing this thing together. We're all doing life together. We're all imperfect. We're all struggling with the same things, whether or not it looks like it on the outside or not. So don't feel bad about yourself. Don't feel like you're less of a person or less of an artist or whatever. You're learning and growing at the pace that you should be. If you're learning and growing as a person, then you're doing what you should be. If you're growing in whatever skills and passions you have, if you're learning to love others better, to love yourself better, you're doing what you should be doing at whatever pace you should be doing it. All right, I think that's all I wanted to say. So thank you for watching this video. Comment below if you want to add to the conversation, if you struggle with this yourself, have stories to share, have tips to share, have questions even that you want to ask me or anybody else in the comments. By all means, let's be a community, let's share things with each other, and let's help each other. I will be back with another video later on. Next month there will be another sketchbook video. And side note, I'm actually about to go on a trip, like literally tomorrow. I'm waking up at 4 a.m. to go on a trip to the Pacific Northwest. So hopefully I'll be getting lots of sketches there. And then I'm also going to Florida later on, so lots more sketches there as well. And hopefully I'll have some good new content in here to share with you guys. But until then, I hope you stay safe and stay growing and enjoy life. All right, bye guys.